Hey there and welcome to my channel. This is probably your first time here because this is the first video I'm making, but I wanted to discuss with you an interesting topic. Is Escape from Tarkov worth your time? And is it a good game to play? But first, before we dive in, I really wanted to show you like a sneak peek what Tarkov gameplay is all about. Whoa, that's a pretty nice trailer they have there. Basically, this game is created by a company named Battlestate Games. And basically, this is a first-person hardcore online shooter that drops you right into the heart of fictional Russian city of Tarkov. But the question is it worth playing in 2023? I mean, that's why I'm here. So we're gonna be checking that out in this video. So basically, let's start with gameplay. Now picture this. You're roaming through a war-torn street, and every move you make counts. The realism in Tarkov is off the charts. From the way you handle weapons to how you patch yourself up with medical supplies, it's like being in a virtual combat simulator. And let me tell you, the intensity is real. It's roller coasters of emotions, and that's what makes Tarkov stand out from the crowd. I mean, you'll even need to manage basic things as like hydration and hunger. That even adds to the survival challenge. That's an adrenaline-fueled experience that puts you on the edge of your seat, making every decision feel life or death. Another good thing about Tarkov is the evolving content. Basically, they make wipes probably every half a year, which basically just deletes all your progress and makes the playing field even again. But the good things is that in these wipes, they make a lot of updates, basically gifts you with a lot of things to do. The devs are constantly on their toes, churning out new maps, weapons and gear really fast. They also listen to the community sometimes, so you can accept tweaks and improvements based on player feedback. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're pretty shit, but talk about that in a moment. Plus, the constant stream of content means you'll never run out of things to explore and master, keeping the excitement alive even for long-time players. Now let's talk a bit about the community on this game. Now while Tarkov has an incredible community filled with passionate players, it's essentially to acknowledge that it can be a bit challenging at times. Some players can be a tad competitive and, well, let's say vocal in expressing their opinions. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, but hey, it's the internet, and every gaming community has its ups and downs. Remember, there are also fantastic and supportive players out there, ready to team up and have a blast together. So don't get discouraged, you can probably find a lot of players to play with. Now my favorite part of this game is the economy. Like, it makes the game really stand out from different games. Like, the in-game economy is an intricate and dynamic system that sets it apart from a traditional shooter. Scavenge for precious loot during raids, and then trade it or sell it to the in-game traders or the flea market. Basically, the flea market is like a auction house, something like that. The market is influenced solely by player-driven supply and demand. So basically, like, if some items get like found a lot, there's a full shop of them. But like, some items are really scarce, so they're gonna be pretty hefty priced. So it's pretty interesting to find something good in a raid. But the real kicker is that economy isn't just about making money, it's about survival. You'll need to manage your resources pretty wisely. Should you sell that valuable weapon for a quick profit? Maybe you need it for a quest, or maybe for something else to buy. Maybe keep it for the next high-risk mission. You never know. Decisions like these can make or break your Tarkov experience, adding a strategic and thrilling layer to the game. Now the learning curve. Tarkov has like a pretty big learning curve. Like, even as a beginner, you're probably the first wipe, you're gonna feel like shit, you won't know a lot, you won't know how to do quests. Like, the veterans of course are gonna outrace you, like that's normal behavior. But yeah, Tarkov isn't a walk in the park, it's like a tough boss fight. You'll have to prepare for study and learn from, but trust me, the journey is worth it. As you hone your skills and start nailing those shots, you'll feel like a true gamer champ. It's all about the journey, and this one's a pretty thrilling ride. Don't be discouraged if you face setbacks. Every successful extraction and every epic firefight will make you feel like a gaming legend. Now let's talk about a bit of the cons about this game. Like let's start with the basic ones. Basically, the Tarkov sometimes, like, it has its connectivity issues. Like, especially if there's a lot of people playing it, like server instabilities, long queue times. You need to get ready for that. Like, you sometimes need to wait for like 5 to 10 minutes to get in a raid. Like, that's a pretty bad waiting time. Of course, maybe in the future it's gonna be fixed, that you can do sometimes while you're waiting, but at the moment it is how it is. Now it has new player experience is pretty shit sometimes. Basically, it doesn't have any tutorials, so it doesn't have any gentle introductions or anything to gameplay. You just get dropped in this world and go, live, fight, whatever you want to do. If you have friends, good. If you're alone, I think this is one of the points people just drop off this game, because it's really hard. But those who stay, they get rewarded handsomely. Now, let's talk about the wipes. Now, some players might love the thrill of starting fresh after a wipe, but for others, it can be a turnoff. Tarkov's developers implement periodic wipes to reset players' progress and maintain the in-game economy balance. While this can create a level playing field, it also means losing all your hard-earned gear and progress, which may not sit well with some players who invested a lot of time and effort into their character. But the good news is, it's not so good. This game is still in alpha, but they are giving promises that in the future this game will have 2 servers, basically one that never wipes and one that does. And lastly, there have been instances where communication between the developers and the community fell short. Players appreciate transparency and open dialogue with the development team, especially when addressing issues or concerns. There have been times when community feedback seemed overlooked, leaving players feeling unheard. But still, this is a unique game, so there isn't an experience like this anywhere else. So we just sit with it and ignore it. So basically, that's all I have to say, folks. A fair and balanced view of some concerns surrounding Escape from Tarkov and its developers, while the game boasts an intense and thrilling experience, which can be insane sometimes, making you talk for days with your friends about it. But these cons shouldn't be overlooked. As with any game, it's essential to understand both the highlights and areas that could use improvement. If you're still eager to dive into the gritty world of Tarkov, just remember to approach it with an open mind, patience, and willingness to embrace both its strengths and challenges. And as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to it. Every little thing counts and it helps me grow and make videos in the future. So, stay awesome and see you guys in the next one.